look into the Salone electricity sector, and largely it's an energy sector, but maybe not even half of the electricity industry in this country, Freetown precisely, or the western area, with one particular energy solution where kind of, now they turn out to be the new revolution into Freetown in perpetual electricity problem, NANT. I think NANT in Timini, I mean water, eh? Yes, Timini man say NANT na water. Correct me if I'm wrong. Me too. I'm not a perfectionist in some of the language them. I understand one or two, but I remember I don't hear one or two Timini man they say NANT. That means na water. But not water they can talk about, the electricity, particularly in the western area. Hello, my name is Patrick Salia. Welcome to the Today Show. This Tuesday edition, the 28th day in October 2025. First, let's start with the motivational message here for you. It says a nation's progress depends not only on access to power, but on how wisely it embraces innovation to light its future. So now then innovative way than they, where we don't evolve, and continue for revolutionize the industry. Now they can look into. This time around, gas plant as electricity generation opportunity for Freetown and the western area at large. Is it the revolution where Salone they look for, or there is supposed to be more? Join me after the break as I talk to Abu Kamara, the general manager for NANT Energy at Salone.
People, guess what time it is? This is the time for grab your swimsuit, bronze and tank top, because a big fiesta is back again. This year, we go take you to the poolside. So are you ready for the Splash Rave edition? With non-stop good sound and a night full of energy. The big fiesta go take place now Paradise City, Aberdeen Beach. Mark your calendar for Saturday, November 8th. Just 12 o'clock afternoon. Everything gonna begin. Ordinary ticket now 100 euros standard. VIP 200 euros. It's gonna be a non-stop vibe, classic performance from different artists to grace the stage. Relax and enjoy quality entertainment with top class DJs and fantastic crazy pool game setting. Saturday, November 8th. You and me, now you lost. So join us, make easy with a big radio, with crazy bronze and make a splash together. Stay tuned for more updates. Guides are Epic Radio. Trust me, this one get for be epic for real. Epic Fiesta, Splash Rave edition. Splash and chill.
Epic Fiesta, Epic Fiesta, Epic Fiesta. So que tu
And this night Today Show on Slick Television on channel 37 with the option for following on with social handles. Slick TV on Facebook and Slick TV on YouTube. You can also go to the TikTok channel and follow the show through with snippets and other links. Now, we energy sector in Salone come through a long way. We don't get Bumuna, of course. We don't sing a whole lot and talk a whole lot about Bumuna electricity. But before Bumuna they come, remember Freetown with the toggle around thermal generator. You get the German system where they call Susan 5, Susan this, Susan that. If you get one at Kingdom, if you get some at Kingdom and you get other one at Blackhall Road, where intermittently they give electricity. The electricity situation years down the line, don't become some appalling situation where no don't they help investment, because investment need electricity among several other things. So according to a World Bank study, it tells we say the electricity supply chain na Salone, the access to electricity na Salone, the population don't increase rapidly. So from the year 2000 to the year 2003, then they don't shoot up exponentially. From waiting at the senior, so in the year 2000, for example, they get about 7.7, Salone energy access, but they are about 7.7%, and then they shoot by about 0.8% to something around 8.5% than in the year 2002. And then rapidly we'll go to 2022, we'll get a percentage of about 22.7%. Government now, they estimate, say, the electricity sector, they're about 30+% access. The number of Sierra Leoneans now where they access electricity, they're about 30+%. So that is the status. Now, I'll take you through the source them where Salone largely they use as energy supplier. The estimates say we use about 85.7% of we electricity source them where they come up from hydro power, like Bumbuna and other hydro sources. Remember, we get BKPS where we rely on Dodo hydro between Bo and Kenema, and other sources as well. And if you go along this Regent Grafton Highway, you see a Chinese-built hydro. So whether that is still working or not, it is part of the hydro system where they estimate now, so about 85.7%. And then you get fossil fuel, and the way they use generator, where they use diesel system, then generator plants them, when they estimate for be about 4.8%. And then solar, so far, according to the estimates, as at 2023, it stands at 9.5%. These are not sources where actually we generate. These are sources from the experts, the people where actually they do survey around countries and how countries they move. And now, like I mentioned, we don't move from Susan 4, Susan 5. We don't get Bumbuna, where they generate about 50 megawatts. McKinney, they get, Maboroka, they get, Freetown, they get part of that 50 megawatts, especially during the peak of the rains, and that are according to estimates by the experts in the industry. And then we later get Car-Powership, we come in, and then Transco CLSG. The CLSG means Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Guinea. And then the CLSG stand for, then at the West Africa, the Mano River Union countries, and then from that CLSG. So there's a source coming from Ivory Coast to Salone. And then you see Car-Powership here standing, where they provide about 40+ megawatts energy during the high peak of the rains, and then they drop small. That's according to the latest way they negotiate with the government. But there's a new, what you call in politics, a new sheriff in town. We probably, some people now they estimate, they look at them now for being the new revolution into particularly the electricity access for Western area, Freetown and nearby villages. They call them NAT. In June last year, precisely June 18th, I'll bring you up to speed with Andy. Remember President Julius Maada Bio being go turn the sword na eastern part of Freetown. This is not the NAT facility. Eastern part of Freetown. See the former US ambassador, the president, and the audience, people in the energy sector and other stakeholders, and President Julius Maada Bio turning this into waiting will now be probably the solution to the electricity problem at Freetown. The bulk of that we can discuss with the guest who I get at the studios today, Abu Kamara. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much.
And the General Manager for NAND Energy, Salone. We're glad to have you, sir.
Thank you very much, and it's a pleasure being here.
Okay. Let's start the conversation firstly with an engagement NAND being get. Earlier on this month, October 3rd precisely, there was a community engagement where them in call for see how best community people go understand what's in the project we have out. They'll go back in time and join Mohamed Baki Kamara as in a report on that engagement.
Commission, that na the construction phase. The project therefore dey in implementation for the next 22 years. It will run under we own management and supervision. Upon completion of the 22-year concession period, the project they go to government. All what we build and everything will be government. Not a good thing for the community.
These community engagements will bring beaucoup good news to the Kisii Dockyard community. Abu Kamara, the general manager for the Nance Power projects, will continue for tell the Kisii stakeholders them say education and well-body business could be them concern as the projects they go on.
And the whole idea there is for engage with Una, for long know the development advantages there, what the projects would bring to the community. Key of which I will name two: education. Because why? When you get an educated community, then you're able to participate more. The second one, na help. Outside well body not in a problem. And now I'm on a whole shed fumba over already don't begin to talk to her along them two lines there. Education and help. And we'll not just delimit and to run. But Sheikh Fumba don't be very good neighbor to this project from day one.
Although the community gets for suffer some disturbance during the course of construction, the Nance projects focus mainly on clean energy for support reliable electricity for Freetongue and beyond.
So of course, Nance Power, as I say, is to provide 100 megawatts, more than 100 megawatts reliable energy. Yeah, where this one, I guess we all know these are renewable energies. We get the fossil fuel way like the old fashioned. When I like the use of the camera, we all know whether they use generator, when they use that diesel, and they're not too fashionable again. So now we get what we call renewable energy. But inside that renewable energy, one of the components, I was in Nancy can do so. Yeah, one of these gas, they can provide energy to gas. So they can provide over this 100 megawatts. Then also, this one also they help for national electrification and grid stability. We all know the challenge. I mean, if you watch, there are times we get load shedding. Because the power will be right and the line, transmission line already, you know, they will take all the power. We have different players there. We don't go into the setup for inject power into the lines. But we know because of it's in the thickness, transferring design and also expand them. So with Nance coming, I'm pretty sure it will solve the whole problem entirely for the whole country. But I would say massively it will improve on the transmission and electrification. Then this is friendly, the community friendly, environment friendly in fact. Just like how you talk just now. Yeah? Because this in your harmful effect, not as much as compared to what it is all the way diesel that machine pump. That in which me when it emit, that smoke, not good for me to head. But with this, you not for nothing like that. So it can go that dependable energy source. Yeah? And also it stabilizes the grid. Like I see right now, because of the grid, national grid is pretty small. Whenever like we at the same lines, we get there other sources them, like back to the same line. CIS, the same line from every post. When they jam, like you say, it's just keep okay, but keep. The main sources they can get people, that they all 90 source value. That all the cause and the story. So now Nance coming, it will help for minimize, like I say, it will stop it entirely or stop it entirely. It will help for minimize that grid disturbance.
On behalf of the stakeholders them inside this meeting, Sheikh Fumba Soare confirm say they not get any doubts again for this project. And at the right time this the project reach the community.
Let me tell the way the manager Babu been eyed when from this young man Akanye. And these were my questions and my queries. On behalf of INA, I want to assure you say all doubts we even get regarding this project here. Those doubts have been alleviated, have been cleared. I want to assure you also this is not the right project, not the right place, and the right time.
The Councillor of Kisii, Sarah Amara, also pledged on behalf of the community them support for work together with the projects.
Believe me, I'm a big blessing for many projects at Kisii Dockyard. Also, we get so many community, but we are blessed. I want to say thank you so much for all that choose this Dockyard community. We are not going to regret it at all. As a councillor, when I'm at the host of this community, I want to tell you say at any time, me and the community people are ready for support una. In any way so far, all I want to support una, we will support una. Because it's a big blessing. Also, Dockyard, big blessing also. Now we can give life as spiritual also.
For Slick TV, Mohamed Bake Kamara, the reports.
I like the councillor saying that they can't give light to freedom. But maybe it's on Sarah that they get light. Anyways, thank you, Mohamed Bake, for putting that report for you together. Mr. Kamara. Interesting from Kisii Dockyard. Welcome again to the show. Nant, now water or fire? Not Timmy word, correct?
Yes, it is. Nant means fire. In Timni, they mean anant, like a flame. Also, a burning flame.
So it's borrowed from the Timni language? Or it means something different?
No, historically, I think that's the objective. Because you can relate energy to fire. Electricity is actually, could be associated with fire. When they say amant with M, amant, that's water.
Ah, okay.
Anant with N is fire.
Fire.
Then amant is water.
Okay. I will take special Timni
lessons. The wrong person, but it's okay.
Anyways, so this project, what in more or less it a bring?
Nant, I would call it a legendary project for Sierra Leone. And the reason why I say so is because this project has been in development for a very long time. Now, a typical project finance project. It don't transcend two government administrations. The initial development phase started way back in 2011, 2012 under President Nkrumah leadership. They go through development. In 2018, we move under President Bio in leadership. It continued to be a legendary project, and really that is how project development should be. Through the leadership of Alhaji Kanja Sise, the then Minister of Energy, he took the project, embraced the project for voting the project merit, and he carried the project through. Under the current leadership of Dr. Kande Yumkela, the projects see the same amount of supervision, the same amount of momentum, the same amount of courage for ensure say the project can to completion. So that has been a very good development trend, and we are very grateful and thankful to President Bio and the current administration for embracing the project and ensuring that they give the project all the requisite support in ensuring say the project can to fruition. It's 108.5 megawatts. 108. This project, 108. This project, yes, is actually double the size of Bumbuna. So you were very correct for say hydro, now greatest percentage of energy source right now, because yes, Bumbuna brings in about 45 to 50 megawatts during the rains, which is the peak season. During the dries, it can taper down as low as 8 megawatts, but during the rains is when we enjoy that output, and it really maintains. So what Nant is double that capacity. It's 108. So if you can imagine the impression that Bumbuna is doing to we energy supply currently, just know say Nant the double that output there. So which is actually a big blessings for Sierra Leone. It's what you would call a transformational project. The fuel is gonna be run on gas. The reason why...
That is the catch. When you say gas, break this down for me, simplify for me. Which kind of gas? How does it work?
We construct the project on LPG.
That's too big for me.
Yes, liquefied petroleum gas. So LPG, a typical form of LPG, now like you cylinder bottle in a house. The way they take for cook. That is what this project is going to be fired on. There's also liquefied natural gas, on LNG. In fact, more combustible and more efficient when it comes to the running of turbines. So this particular engines then, the two turbines then, or they will call them turbines, then feel like aircraft engines. So they are normally different from the typical diesel engine where they run on heavy fuel oil or they run on diesel. And they are also environmental friendly. So the emissions, they go more with green energy, like environmental, like how you go say clean energy, rather than actually burning fossil fuels, where they create a lot of harm. No, it's not. Now white fumes that you go see. So, yeah.
So two separate forms of gas, liquefied,
the LPG and LNG. Yeah.
So when I go for the importer, or when I go for the use the two bomber they will get, the two I don't call them dump sites they will get, now Western Kintom and Kisi. Because years down the line, will be there you say plans day for transform then dump sites a day into energy production site.
That's a different kind of technology. The gas then where then turbines they run on would have to import the gas. So right now we construct the largest storage facility for LPG in the country.
Now we see so just now.
Yes, that the construction going on is actually the project site. We broke ground. We actually achieved financial close last year. Through all the development phase, a project only can to actuality when money done at the table. So we say thanks to Development Finance Corporation and thanks to ECOWAS Bank. Through the two institutions, they produce the financing we required for the project.
And not necessarily from the US government?
Well, I mean, DFC, Development Finance Corporation, is the US government.
Okay.
Now the largest DFI in the world.
To the tune of how much would you talk about here?
A total of in excess of $400 million.
$400 million.
$400 million, yes. So this is significant as a country. The fact that we are able for answer all the right questions, for demonstrate capacity, for demonstrate capability, for let them get confidence, for put that kind of money in Sierra Leone, we ought to be very, very, very proud of ourselves. A lot of other countries not able to achieve such.
And this not a grant?
Now private fine and a loan. So it's going to be paid back. So the project is structured as a BOOT, build, own, operate, and transfer. So all this capital raised is raised by private sector. Two major shareholders to the project. One at TCQ, Mr. Karim Nasauna, executive chairman of the project, has been around this country for the last 13 years, working on the development of this project alongside government. The other partners, na Energy. The Energy Consortium, a consortium we done together. It's a company that has been together for about 20-something years. And they build and operate power plants. Then get na South Africa, then get na Kenya, then get na Nigeria, then get na Ghana. They're working on Sierra Leone. That is what they do. So NANT is going to be within their ownership structure here. And then people here are the sponsors of the project. Now they're the shareholders into the project. So the financing, now they help for go take them personally pull about $80-something million of their own money.
Oh, sorry, 400 and something.
Yes, for put equity. Because there is a portion wherein equity has to be brought to the table. So they actually put physical money out of their own money there into contributing to this project. So yes, this project is not a grant, not a free project, not a loan. And
because the reason I ask this question,
yeah.
Mr. Kamara, you know, the US government, Bingi Salon, bid up $408 or so million for help the Salone energy sector, but more or less now for do the transmission lines. Correct?
Yeah.
So I ask more or less for clarify that part. The
MCC,
so whereas this now loan we never for payback.
Yeah.
Not to government union.
Yeah.
Now private people never own.
Yeah. This project now a generation project, and it's 100% private sector finance. So yes, the 400 million, about 417 million to be precise, is a loan from Development Finance Corporation, DFC, and EBID. Now then puts that money there together and lend. The MCC, because I've been around the sector for a while, so I'm fully informed on the MCC compact. The MCC compact was put together for increased energy access. That money is also on the table, so as a country and people, through the government, we were able also to qualify for the MCC compact. And that money is going to go towards the development of the energy transmission backbone.
For example, then cable poles.
Yes, interconnection. If we want pull energy naya and send an Moyamba, we need transmission line for make, so like if Nant the operator, we need for send 20 megawatts na Bu Kenema, we need for send 20 megawatts na Lonsar Makeni Kono. When you have what we can call the ring, you have the transmission line, then you can send power any side. Now because of the transmission lines, you mentioned earlier about CLSG, now that make we able to pull power all the way to Côte d'Ivoire and can use in a Freetown. So that transmission line, mostly it's not very popular for private sector financing.
Okay.
Because of its complexities and stuff. It's not, then they do one East Africa right now, Kenya, now the first transmission IPP, wherein private capital is going towards that. But normally,
independent power producer.
Yes, it's public capital. So what the grant would go towards, will the American government help with through MCC compact, is for try for build the electricity backbone. Because once the transmission network, the distribution network is there, you go always get IPPs like we, for can build generation, and then use the transmission for move the power around and then show say the populace then benefit from the power.
And una generation, una de pool.
Yes, that's it. Now that power. 108 megawatts of a generation plant. We go get for run some distribution lines for now able to disperse the power. So they build a substation where na EDSA the operator, because na EDSA challenged with the responsibility for distribute power in the country. According to the laws of the country, na EDSA then work that one day. Now for distribute power, then supply power, then collect the money.
Then they buy from una.
They're able to pay we, exactly, then buy from we. So we are going to build a substation for their use on the plant facility. And then we run distribution lines, go to the substation at Wellington, EDSA substation. We run one kind of client town. That they enable EDSA for disperse the NAND power energy all over Freetown.
Through the existing lines.
Through the existing lines. Fortunately, through a World Bank project, we don't do a 33 kV network. When at distribution lines within Freetown, where they run on 33 kVA. We start, if you notice a substation where they na Lumley, right by the police station and premises. If you watch in there, you'd see a new substation where EDSA don't construct. That substation
around the hospital, the private hospital?
No, it's right in around the roundabout, right outside the police station in Aberdeen. If you watch inside, yes, right in Aberdeen, you go see. Yes, there's a new,
Aberdeen, not Lumley.
Not Lumley. Well, guess what?
Going towards Bintumani.
Bintumani, yes, you'd see it.
Yes.
So when you start at that location, it terminates all the way to Benguma.
Okay.
They go through King Tom through Falcon Bridge through Kleintown to Wellington, Jue. It has a lot, so it's a whole 33 kV network where the World Bank may help we with. So we are going to run the power station. The NANT power is going to be run through those networks all over Freetown.
The compact money, they come physical, they come in technical work, correct?
Yeah.
So not to like they count the money, and then it takes some processes, it takes some time. Whereas when your own construction they already start, and when they plan for drum in 2 phases, when they plan for complete the first half of the phase by 2026.
Yeah. What I would like us to do, Patrick, for now not confuse the audience, left the MCC out. It's a different package, and that package is going to address transmission lines all over the country. It's not for Freetown, yes. We go get the Southern Corridor. We're looking at Moyamba getting light. We're looking at Pujeon getting light. We're looking at coming through Kono. There's thoughts around how we get the Northern Corridor addressed. So some of them mining areas then we'll get major transmission components. NANT for now is focused around Freetown. And NANT is a generation project that is private sector finance.
You know, make I ask this question, Mr. Kamara.
Yeah.
Let una no go don start and complete ahead of that nationwide compact money day.
Enogo Ambogui.
Okay, no for
Ambogui
because for Ambog themselves.
In fact, guess what? It will just complement and enhance we further.
Okay.
The reason why, before you do a project of this size, you do what we can call a feasibility study. So one of your greatest targets now for ensure say you clearly know how you disperse the power. The only thing
for waiting possible and waiting not possible.
Yes, decide and where you go for discharge the power, which is the 33 kV network. Oh, don't talk about the line themselves get capacity. If you run the line beyond capacity, you're not able to take more power. So the only thing we'll get for be very careful on now how will they bring and strategically located new projects so we'll not go crowd the existing market space or we don't intend say now they demand power they run because then you go begin get challenges. But I would like for focus on the project.
Yes, 108 megawatts.
Yeah.
That is not too much for Freetown or the Western area?
No.
What's in the capacity way more or less the Western area need? Is it the 108 or less or more?
Way more. Way more.
So meaning this 108 is not going to solve the entire electricity access for Western area?
It will solve to almost 90 to 100%. What Freetown needs is more distribution, and that is what this ESOP project will World Bank assist with. So we have a lot of what we call suppressed demand. The current demand, you're asking me questions really when I EDSA questions. The current demand in Freetown during peaking, the average around 80-something megawatts. The reason why it's at 80-something megawatts, that is what we have the ability to discharge and also from a generation perspective. Okay. Especially generation, because still with the load shed. But Freetown can easily take over 150 megawatts right now, if you bring in the suppressed demand into the market. So most times if you realize where light day, even though they run 80 megawatts, some area will get blackout because of the shed. Now because we not get enough generation capacity. Even when we want for serve people in our Waterloo, we can't because we get distribution constraints. So these are some of the challenges where the NANT power projects they come in for address. One, now for ensure say we get adequate generation, and not only adequate generation, but affordable and sustainable generation. The eastern side, outside the project located, now is strategic side. The reason why that Klein Town area, that Kisi area, we can call on the bread and butter of EDSA. The reason why, it's highly industrial dense.
Say to Wellington.
Say they go to Wellington. If you notice, they don't build a lot of factories,
yes.
a lot of. So guess what? If you get reliable
companies like Brewery, Jolax,
Boku, Jolax, Kisi Industries, and Leon Sem, even when you come to the port,
yes,
we get Bolloré. Yes. There's services that all they use energy. Some man they use 5 megawatts, some man need 8 megawatts. And this would also encourage growth and development. And what in the NANT power go do? This is consistent power supply. Not to like we normal, oh, light go, light can. Once we start those turbines, then for the run, like how you go abroad, you just see lights they run. Because these are long-term engines, that's what they're built to do. Okay. And what would happen
so
is...
the industry, then they more or less, and then cluster them, they not going to need for being alternates between the national grid and putting on generators.
Absolutely.
Because currently, now that they toggle around.
Now that's not the objective.
Intermittently during the day, for most part of the day, some of them will complain to you, say, even the supply that they get from the grid, the voltage low, so you know they for power them plants. Currently, as we speak.
And guess what? That is what we call the suppressed demand. Some of them, because of those reasons that we clearly don't highlight, they even not connect to EDSA line.
Yes.
Because why? Some of them machines them. No, some of them machines them actually sensitive to power spikes. Like how you TV they blow off in a house, oh, they get power spikes. Some industrial machine might cost $1 million, $2 million. So if a power strike go hit and then it blow off, it's not as easy for replace like an electric iron. That's millions. It becomes a so what then they do? Cost of production, they become very high, and the cost of goods, they reflect the cost of production because they therefore make margins. So then they run captive power. When are the generators? Exactly. And for run the diesel inside the generators, they make productivity very high. So NANT power, in a way, they address the economic situation. Because why? If they can buy reliable source of power from the grid, wherein the grid, they maintain quality in supply, there is complete mitigates on then spikes and then cost of production, the can down, expansions go begin happen, more employment go be created, and then at the end of the day, the end users themselves go able for the receive them products and they
probably go even give more encouragement to other companies or investments
for come inside the country. And that's why we say electricity at that scale, what would they do now? What we call a transformational project. When you do a project that big, it's got a lot of spillover, positive spillover effects. So it gets a very strong socio-economic benefit to the people there at Clienttown, to the businesses around Sierra Leone, that we industrial zone, and then to the nation. Because the populace, once we able enable the private sector, we able enable the businesses for produce more, then we'll hire more. And when they hire more, all this question of government...
All they need a reliable supply.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, a stimulant for socio-economic growth.
But again, the cost is a concern. Over time, till date, we complain about costs in the tariff. Tariff is high, and then people they find it very difficult. They add to the production cost, and then they reflect on the prices of the goods we all they buy in the market, services as well. How this NANT will help for address this issue of high cost tariff or high tariffs?
Well, the NANT project, fortunately, because of economies of scale, because a big project, we're able to negotiate a tariff that is gonna be reasonable. There are several factors would lead to high tariff. And what would they do? Because we want to ensure that this transformational project becomes a game changer for government and the people of Sierra Leone, we're working in tandem with EDSA, and they work in tandem with development partners for the success of the project.
EWRC, and then they set them tariff and the Electricity, Water Regulatory Commission.
Yes.
So when I go for negotiate that with them, more or
well,
less.
It's one thing about
I remember just quite recently, sorry for the interruption, quite recently, EDSA requests from them for let them increase tariff, and then they blow out a whole lot of controversy.
Yeah.
As a result of certain factors where EDSA say they need to meet up if they not increase the tariff for buy the power from the independent power producers.
Well, that's not the work of the regulator. So EWRC get for look in and ensure say EDSA don't cross their T's and dot their I's before then come in and consider, say yes, because of probably inflation in the market, foreign exchange cost, depreciation of the leo, then they will look into factors where they let them make that decision there. But they're not just the rush for change things there. But let me give you the good news. EDSA is also making reasonable strides for try for ensure say they're able for increase them performance, reduce losses significantly. We as the nationals,
we can discuss that issue of loss shortly.
Yeah.
But the issue, because it's something the chairman of the energy sector, Dr. Kande Yumkela, spoke about in one of our engagements quite recently. We can look into that aspect of losses shortly. But the timeline, let's go quickly to the timeline. On a schedule this thing for the construction process for 17 months, correct?
We are looking at commissioning the project for complete the plant in 2027, around third quarter 2027. So to be precise, somewhere around August, September, the project should have been fully commissioned.
August, September 2027.
But this is what we are determined to do. With full, all hands on deck, would the plan say by next year, towards December of next year, and early 2027, one for give to call first power. Because what would have happened by then, we would have installed the first turbine, we would all install the SRG or STG as they call them. I am not an engineer, but the engineers, we would not get a full component, forget the first turbine fully running. And that turbine would give us anywhere between 65 to 70 megawatts.
That's about more than half of it.
Half of it. So we would start commissioning by next year. So the steam turbine go don't get installed, the generator go don't get installed and stuff. So we go able to get the project running and giving power to about 70 megawatts.
Okay, the issue of timeline has been a concern. And that concern was expressed by Dr. Kande Yumkela, the chairman of the energy sector, in one of the engagements with NANT energy project being gets at a site like Kisi Dockyard. Let's listen to Dr. Kande Yumkela on that issue of timeline and other ramifications.
Now that make president talk about energy sovereignty. Why we for own some of our young generation capacity? We the hope say the 17 months where they say it will be 17 months because we don't get the experience and then with other projects. For say it begin, then it begin slow, then the cost change. The community, do ya? This is not big investment. We all get for help for protector. Yeah, when they bring investment not to charity. Investment demand they bring money for let make money. When you get convenience, they bring more money. You they stone the money for let more money come. Una the community where they will not protect the asset.
So a more or less caution in terms of timeline, say, I hope when I go meet up to that timeline day. And timelines are a big challenge, especially like a major factor in projects.
Well, I mean, there are several constraints that will lead to timelines. Planning, full cooperation. The good news is, as a country and people, the government realizes the significance and importance of the project. And we want let every Sierra Leonean, na me own walk down day, let every Sierra Leonean embrace this transformational project as a way of taking we country forward. Because if we embrace this project, we go almost don't solve we generation needs for the Western area. And by extension, we can even send Telunsar if we have connectivity to the 161 line. But I believe with the suppressed demand inside Freetown, when you look at the industries around that Kisi area, Juwe, the Godon, now Wellington, we can utilize this power fully. In addition, for makeup, I told you we can do in excess of 150 megawatts. Government, they construct again a respite project right now Newton, when a solar. That back na grant, na a grant from World Bank. Then they do 30 megawatts of solar. That is a country, the grant, na the World Bank give Sierra Leoneans that money there through the government for let them help for construct. So we're looking at bringing 140 to 150 megawatts of new generation to the lines. So the 200 megawatts, which
So
is
more or less, it is serve all around that we talk about. So this is why you don't mention so plus on my own. They revolutionized
the energy sector.
The energy sector from fossil fuel we would use for operate on that to now
clean energy, to green energy. Yes, and clean energy. And it would also fully meet the needs of Sierra Leoneans. So I appeal and use this opportunity for tell Sierra Leoneans, let's embrace this project. Let we run with them in whatever aspects, because why? This is not transformational project. It formed the fundamentals. It formed the foundations for socio-economic growth. With electricity, water can be addressed. Health sector can be addressed. Agriculture can be addressed. Industrialization can be addressed. There's so much that you can benefit out of electricity. And when you get a transformational project, like I say, it forms the basis for additional investment and growth in our country. Now, one way down the okay for change we country. So we are there working 24 hours. I mean, we broke ground around December of last year. If you go to the project site now, you wouldn't recall how the ground mean there to where it is right now. If you go there by next year, March or April, you go miss there completely. Some of these buildings
so the project don't move away from this.
Oh yes, it's progressing.
Beyond this image, what is
yes, some of these structures therefore look like 12-story buildings. Yes, that's how they build them. I had the opportunity for travel go Abidjan. So I visited the Azito. The Azito, when a 450 megawatts combined cycle gas plant, when a part of the generation mix, we Côte d'Ivoire they use right now. So when I go Abidjan, I visited that power plant. I see how they develop in phases, and I am more than excited for say we're going to have a similar at a smaller scale because we are at 108 megawatts, but we're going to have a similar facility over on the Sierra Leonean side, which is going to be a first of a kind for we and we neighboring country then around the Mano River Union. Nobody not ever built a combined cycle gas plants. Now, it not happen at Conakry, it not happen at Liberia. So we ought to be very proud of ourselves. Say on this, really, we set this stage.
And this supposed for in the earlier statement before we start this conversation with you, when I say now 22 years, like you mentioned, you said build, own, operate, and transfer. That means sound like for Bilam.
We operate for 22 years. Then we transfer onto government. Upon completion of what in there happen, the concession period.
So okay, so now like how, for example, we get the airports right now.
Yes.
And how we get the toll gates.
Yes.
Where the Chinese then come and make the road and put toll and operate them for like 25 years or 27 years, and then after which then you hand them over to the government for let the government do whatever they want for do it.
Absolutely, it's similar structure. That is very well said. It's a public-private partnership arrangement, wherein you bring the private partner, it bring in money, it can partner with the public sector, with our government, for deliver on an industrial asset or an infrastructural asset, operate that asset there for the concession period. The concession period, now the payback period. I mean, tell you, say the 400 million are debt. So out of what the heads are get for the pay, we'll get for the pay the debt. We'll get for the pay the debt. So upon completion of the payment of the debt, the shareholders themselves go down get small return on their investment. Then the plant, they remain government owned. It left to government for make two choices. If we feel say we don't build reasonable capacity, which we are committed to, we are very much committed to train engineers. We're not going no more today. Tambakang, tomorrow, then say na Abudonkang. Next tomorrow, then say na Eadonkang. It not work that way there. Because why? The transfer of knowledge has to be consistent over time.
But again, monopoly of knowledge is a problem.
That is very true, but unfortunately, we also get for Fenway, for build a way, they able for hold we engineers that are accountable, so that in future projects like this, we would actually have operators from the country. Because now that's they happen. If you go Ghana Delect today, the hydro plants there, the hydro dams there, they are run by Ghanaians. Ethiopia, they are run by Ethiopians. We also want to get to that phase wherein we can say Bumbuna is run by Sierra Leoneans, Nant Power is run by Sierra Leoneans, then we always bring an operations and management team for Kainsa. But till we reach that capacity, the safest way so that the investment could actually turn out is to do an operations and management service contract. You bring an international operator, we get the know-how, a can runner, with the obligation for train people. We also as a nation, one of the reasons why I always deplete to Sierra Leoneans, a country they only change when the individuals then willing for change. We also have to take responsibility for learn some of them things there and understand the growth pattern. Rome was not built in a day. Possibly not a turn gentleman by tomorrow.
One of my friends say Rome was not built in a day, it was built at night.
Well, yeah, that's very true. But honestly,
so meaning not to one green day.
Not to one green day you get. I see a lot of appetite for growth, which is fine. But people get to understand, because when you do systematic growth, it's very much more sustainable. If you learn then jobs here, you learn them very well, you can operate and work for a powerhouse in Sierra Leone. You can operate and work for a powerhouse in Abidjan. Once you have the requisite experience. So the first thing we do, now for take patience, educate yourself. And I think as Sierra Leoneans, we owe that to ourselves. Rather than the hurry, sit down and get the training, learn the work. When you don't learn that work, they guess what in? You don't become an expert in that field there. Any other person, this is not going to be the first or the last IPP. This now what we can call a pilot. This is going to open the road. The success of the NANT project, the success of the MCC project and program, as we build the transmission, the demand. We always hear the president, they say, Dr. Yumkela, they say, we want 1,000 megawatts. Well, guess what? It's doable. And when you look at the demand of the mining companies, we're right there. But we have to build towards that. Mm-hmm. So the more IPPs we bring, guess what? We're building in jobs for experts who go on land. So one thing we as a nation, the haste in getting things done by tomorrow. We also get for checkmate ourselves and say, you know what? I see that happening over the next 10 years. I see that happening over the next 20 years. And I'm speaking directly to the younger ones. Because you know what, we don't carry age. Probably God give me fine maybe another 15, 20 years. I don't tire. Even if you have all the knowledge, but you physically retire.
Be positive.
Yeah, no, but you retire, what I mean. So it go then at the mind, but the physical way for doing. So the younger ones there, now they get for succeed we. So my take is educate yourself as much as you can. I am very excited.
So meaning we plan for go beyond 108 megawatts when on our current.
Yes, based on the demand. Actually, the power purchase agreement is for 148 megawatts. This is not the first phase, so we'll take 108.
So by the close of the 22 years,
there might be an expansion that might take the other 40 megawatts or beyond, because as we see
during this 22 years contract
of operations, yes, we go look through if we want to go to phase 2, which is adding, like the plant where I tell you about na Abidjan, the Azito plant. Guess what? It started at 100 megawatts. Mm-hmm. It wasn't even complete 100.
They don't go over.
Now 33, now in 450. Then do I in phases with time. The 3 turbines that initially started that conception, there were 33, so it's 3 machines at 33 kV capacity, 33 megawatt capacity each. So when you do 3 by 33, now 99 megawatts, 9 and start with.
Before I can talk about the issue of energy gains and loss, then gas and the way you mentioned this, is not possible for law generated locally?
It depends. There's a lot of exploration going on right now. Foresee what in our capacity. We may do explorations earlier. It shows say we get strength on the offshore, which means we get oil, but a day at the deep waters, a day in the ocean. When you look at the cost of extraction, mining those products is very expensive. So when you do a cost-benefit analysis, it really not makes economic sense. We're looking at if those opportunities were closer to land, wherein you can call the onshore opportunities.
Like that Bomeyon.
That one day now a different technology for see how you get gas out of waste where it incubate at the bottom. I don't know what they can call calorific contents of the trash. There are several other science evaluations that need to be done for let you determine if you actually get the output. Not to every trash, now valued trash. Then get away how then they look at.
So some dirty serving and dirty forever, and they ever turn.
And not get value.
Not get any value.
Yeah, especially some of them things that we can call plastic waste. Now, I make some countries not really one time. You rather go into recycles or something because other thing they're not they decompose easily. Now, I make if you heat plastics on site, you go there for 100 years, it's still there because it doesn't decompose.
Let me talk a little about the issue of energy losses. But let me listen first to Dr. Kande Yumkela again, chairman of the energy sector. Because this is something we don't come paramountly not a radar as a problem or a challenge where they try for grapple with.
Nobody lost 60% of waiting and they make. It's not possible. We get for fixer. But for fixer, it means a pain get for day. Pain get for day. If the system not they work, you know they work. If so foot day, you get for clean and for snow so. When they clean the so foot in the heart, you get for pull the pots come out. You before you clean her, you put mercy, and the mercy they take time for the heal. With a healer by God in grace. With a healer. Others don't try, we all they try. But yes, President, we also intensify, enforce, and push them forward. We do one, and yes, I don't call for this audit on behalf of the President. We go look at, and a part of the audit also for look the processes. Also inefficiency, how you improve them. What thing they happen with the metering? The metering, we get 15 different kind of meters in this country. But could they substandard? People they accuse we now say no, we they burn their house, but then they get for do forensics for them, you know, now the wiring wrong or now the meter or now the so you don't know. But we want to solve our own problem. We want to fix the metering. And we want meters then where you pay your money, it register na EDSA. But we get meters in this country, they go other side, you know they go na EDSA. We get for talk true. We get for talk true. EDSA supposed to collect $8 million, but they collect 5. What the balance? If you don't ask hard questions, this country, they don't like hard questions. They don't like the effects for the right thing. We did one. It will take time, it will be painful.
Issue of energy or electricity loss, more or less, no for the now aid. Now EDSA aid for the, and EDSA for come back to now, and well in another form, ask EWRC for increased tariff for help them recover more or less on that. Correct? Well, so more or less on our part, how are we going for help in that aspect of losses?
Well, I mean, if you are part of the power sector, then we day on the generation side. So NANT Power go to generate power for sell to EDSA. But again, EDSA are the cash register of the energy sector. So it's very important that EDSA self get the ability for pay, because when EDSA get the ability for pay, then the relationship, the sale fluidly. Like I said, this is actually more of a ministry and EDSA question, but considering the fact that we work in a cooperative manner and we get open doors, I can tell you, say, EDSA, they make reasonable strides. Through the leadership of Dr. Yumkela, they are working very hard to try to see how best they can reform and strengthen EDSA. One of the things that we then clearly they do is trying to get private sector participation in EDSA, and that is extremely important. The reason why it's very important is this will help for strengthen EDSA in capacity. It will also help for bring investments into EDSA. So primarily, the challenges then we face right now as it relate to commercial losses, as it will relate to technical losses, it need investment. You need capital for invest through some form of smart metering system, some form of smart grid system, so the populace not go always stay in the habit of extracting power and not pay for them. So for that, you need an experienced utility that has handled such situations in the past and will get the requisite experience and also get the capacity for come and bring the needed investment into the sector for help reduce losses and thus strengthen EDSA their output. So that way they don't go to pay. So they are working on that. They are working in collaboration with the World Bank on that. And very soon, hopefully, sometime then we'll come to a conclusion for bringing some private sector participation in EDSA for help enhance and address their losses issues. In the meantime, they are also working on areas for strengthen the commercial sector so that revenue collection will be actually brought to some regulatory perspective. We will make clear we see some increase in the amount of money for the power discharge. But definitely technology now will help. We have developed grid systems wherein for every feeder, one major feeder, where they come in, if not 20 megawatts or 5 megawatts, they pass through there. At the end of every transformer, where they go for leather energy, they get moved or transmitted over to the end user, then the meter run. So you know, Usai, every energy go, EDSA not get that capability there right now. So there are times when there is losses that's even unaccounted for. The energy just they go, but will not get away for collect revenue out of her. It might not be thief, but it's just unaccounted for. So these are the things that way EDSA need for letting SFCA in place, for letting help their output. And there's strong determination on government side. I must say from president downwards, because I remembered some years ago, who would do the kickoff, President was actually there himself, and in his keynote address, President Bio said, let we get private sector.
That'll be on June 18th.
Yes, President Bio said, let we get private sector participation in EDSA. And we have been working towards that all over this year. So hopefully we'll bring that to fruition, and then we go strengthen EDSA output. It's very important. Because now the kind of volume of electricity we want for the send out, we cannot begin to do again. We say 30%, 40% losses. Yeah. It will be huge money and it will create challenges.
And it come back at that.
Exactly. Well, I mean, if we not get paid, we self go able for the run the power. We go for buy fuel. We go for pay employee salaries. We go for pay O&M services. It will become a challenge. So we know we work closely with government through the Ministry of Energy and EDSA. Now we now reach that side.
So far I wanted to see the cooperation on ground at the community.
Oh, very well. Like the first video we show the community development action plan. I want to use this opportunity for tell thank you to the leadership of government, His Excellency the President, the ministers, Dr. Kande Yumkela, Deputy Minister Wan Nuni and Deputy Minister Tujalo. There have been pilots, the Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Energy, Mr. Konde. They've all been pilots in trying to help us to move the project. And on a daily basis, this morning I had meetings at the Ministry of Energy where they talk through ways they all go resolve barriers for low try for see how best to move. Ministry of Lands has been very supportive because you get environmental, social action, things that you get for resettle people, you get for move them. Ministry of Education when needed. We're touching on varying facets in government, and we're looking forward to that continued cooperation. The community has been very helpful. The current operations requires excavation. You go area excavation machine, then the drill, then they cause noise and stuff like that. We're working with the communities on solutions on environmental issues. In the development plan, they are included. Like I say, we keep 2 key focuses. One on education and the other one on health. And we are working towards trying to see how best we can strengthen the community and help the community towards that. And the good news is these form of corporate social responsibilities, they're not just determined at the end of construction. Right through the operations of the 22 years, the project will continue trying to see how best it go embrace and develop the community. So it's a win-win solution for every Sierra Leonean.
And una highly optimistic?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Me na one person by character, when I do something, I go for finishing. And I'll look forward to this project becoming a real good template for the people of Sierra Leone.
Okay. Mr. Kamara, it's nice speaking to you and nice having you in the studios here.
Thank you very much.
And we wish one of the very best in this project throughout the remaining parts where we're doing right now. So, and we look forward, we'll continue for follow-up on the progress of the project so far. We'll keep an eye on it.
Thank you. We would also be coming periodically for keep you updated and keep the public and populace updated. We would have energy very soon, and that could be towards the socio-economic benefits of this country.
Inshallah.
Amen. Thank you. Amen. Thank you very much, Patrick. This was good. Thanks for having me. And the listeners, I say thank you very much. If I get any questions or so, please contact Patrick and we will do this more. Mail number now 078 109 176. 078 109 176. So if there's any questions that you have with the project and stuff, I will be more than happy for talk to every Sierra Leonean. Thank you very much.
I was going to send a message or call Mr. Kamara for ask him. Anyways, thank you very much, Mr. Kamara, for joining us in this video.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll now move to the next half of the show now with the segments. Later on, we will bring you health tips, travel updates, and then headline review later with James Kamaramane. But for now, sports. The second edition of the Beach Road Community Football Tournament don't begin. It's on and alive. For more and much more updates on sports, we will join Mohamed Kolia.
Hello and welcome to the Today Show Sports Update on Slick Television Channel 37. Today is the second edition of this week of the Today Show Sports Update. Inside the update today, we will talk about the Beach Road Football Association, the second edition of the competition. We don't start. As we see, the host team, when a Beach Road community, beat STK Boys by 2-1. And also, we go talk about the upcoming Leon Rock Premier League. We will start anytime inside November. We see teams that will begin to sign players and for beef up the squad for the upcoming season. Star Sports Academy don't do up to 5 signings, and also we see a prolific striker we don't left Eastern Lions don't join Bantal Football Club. And also the referees that are into intense refreshers training for the upcoming Leon Rock Premier League. Will they come back after the short break? Welcome back from that short break. As this now the Today Show Sports Update on Slick Television Channel 37 with me, Mohamed Kolia. Or you can follow me on with social media platforms on TikTok, YouTube, and with Facebook page. The Beach Road Football Association, the Community League, we now the second edition with a partner with Save the Beach. Don't start as we see the home team winner Beach Road Community beat STK Boys by 2-1. The captain of that particular team, they were doubles for be the person we open the goal scoring chart for the home team winner, the habitual community winner Mohamed Kaloko. Talk to me how it feel when they win against STK.
Commonly known as Menesi. I play for the Beach Road Community. I feel proud because Big T always wants to the team and also as the community as well. So winning this game means a lot to me and also the community. Obviously, now winning we want and now winning we come for. So the mindset now winning and all are winning. Yeah, sure. We're not even make count for yourself, but we play for community as well. So now winning we want. We want their support because now the support they will make we go further than this competition. And we tell them plenty to continue for supporting the game.
That now be Mohamed Kaloko, we now be also the man of the match into that particular match. The winner be the opening ceremony. Talk to me how it feel for let the win against a stubborn side winner the STK Boys. After the game, we talked to the head coach of the Beach Road community where now Mohamed Sisse we talk say the stubborn side winner STK a gladdy because then defeated, and this not the first time where they don't meet.
Well, I feel very happy. Because this STK team, the last competition, they beat 3 the opening ceremony in the final. So I'm very happy and we determine for the opening ceremony. Yes, the boys they determine. We work very hard when we talk to the first game today. The secret is hard work. Yes, if you don't work hard, you know they succeed. Well, for the last game then, we failed for we will relax. So this time around, I increase the training to that high intensity, high pressing in football. Yes, that is 60 times that high pressing. We lose the ball, we press the man there. We lose the ball, we press the man there. Nobody not for team up. I don't want to see nobody for work. Yes, yes. Although we get to force him, but we go for work very hard. Not me say we don't win the first game, we don't win the fourth game. I need to put them together again and work very hard for the second game. Well, I will let them continue for come. The second game, I believe we'll get to second game. We know we disappoint them.
So then I wait till the head coach Mohamed Cissé be talk to we about the particular match where he win and how it feel like we at the Beach Road Football Association, the second edition in partnership with Save the Beach. Still inside football, as the Leo Rock Premier League go start anytime inside November, teams they don't gear up for sign players them for beef up the squad for the upcoming season. Inside the Leo Rock Premier League transfer update, Banter Football Club don't announce the signing of Abdul Karim Toure, where people can call Pele from Eastern Lions. And this particular player, he been informed last season for Eastern Lions, and now Banter FC does secure in signing. Still inside the Leo Rock Premier League transfer update, Star Sports Academy don't show how they're ready for the upcoming Leo Rock Premier League. We will start anytime inside November. As they don't do signings them where everybody be the surprise at. They don't sign players from Diamond Stars, FC Cologne, and the rest. And the players them where they sign, Edward Bello Yila, where they sign up from Mighty Blackpool on a 5-year deal. And the former talented Mighty Blackpool does sign a 5-year contract with the Star Sports Academy. Samba Jumaba, where come up from Diamond Stars FC, and Samba Jumaba now one of the best players inside Diamond Stars and squad last season, where he even gets a call up to the national team. And also they signed the goalkeeper from FC Cologne, winner Isaac Kolka from FC Cologne, also do come beef up the squad. And they also recall the former player winner Dauda Bangura from Eastern Lions, winner a goalkeeper for can beef up the squad. And also don't sign the senior goalkeeper coach for Eastern Lions, where they can join Star Sports Academy winner Jawara. And this now the signings them way they don't do for beef for the upcoming Leo Rock Premier League. Still inside football, as the Leo Rock Premier League they near, and anytime soon it will start inside November. The Sierra Leone Football Association don't launch a nationwide referees training program for improve the officiating standard across the country. This now the recent FIFA member association calls for elite referees, the instructors and assessors them where they hold inside bowl. The SLFA don't direct the instructors them for share this kind of knowledge where they don't go get with the other referees them. The tour will begin Saturday the 25th of October 2025 inside Kenema. Combine practical field exercise with theoretical session using the FIFA Red demonstration video. Abubakar Cantona Kalon, Secretary General for the Eastern Region Football Association, praised the Sierra Leone Football Association their commitment for integrity and professionalism. The training continue inside Bo on Sunday the 26th October, and it will proceed next weekend to the Northeast and the Northwest region, concluding in the Western area the following weekend. This now for prepare the referees them for the upcoming Leo Rock Premier League. When all that we get for you today inside this edition of the Today Show Sports Update on Slick Television, Channel 37, with me, Mohamed Collier.
All right, thank you very much, Mohamed Collier, for the sports updates. Now into the health. Paulina, yesterday been telling you about the benefits, how they make possible body go due for do financial investment and how for get money fine, sweet. And today they continue in that regard. So they tell you about the benefits of smart financial investment in these health tips.
to today health tips. Today, we can talk about one topic where important for all man where they work 9 to 5. How you can budget wisely every month as a 9 to 5 worker. You see, it's easy for collect salary today and by 2 weeks, it go done. But wise budgeting are key for peace of mind and good mental health. So these are some of the things them where you forget na mind. 1. Write down your monthly expenses. Before you start for spend, write list of wetin you want for spend per. It can be rent, food, transport, light or small savings. When you see am clear, you go know wetin important. 2. Follow the 50-30-20 rule. Use 50% of your income for needs. This can be food, bills, and transportation. 30% for wants. This can be small enjoyment or treats just for yourself. Then 20% for savings or emergency. This structure also go help you for control spending wisely. 3. Avoid impulse buying. Salary no mean say you for buy all the shoe or phone immediately as you see them. Ask yourself, you really need them or you want them? That small question they go help you for save boku money. 4. Plan ahead for life with small goals. If you want for start side business, pay school fees or travel, begin for save small money every month. For plan early go save you from boku stress later. 5. Track your spending. At the end of every week, check how your money don dey go. If you see leakage, fix am one time. Tracking for your budget na self-awareness and it dey protect your future. Remember say, financial stability na part of good health. When your money no organize, your mind self no go calm and you sleep at all, it no go sweet. And you focus, it no go sharp. So me people them, you when a 9 to 5 worker, not just they work hard, but budget smartly. Because wise planning today na financial peace tomorrow.
Thank you, Paulina. I'll continue to take the advice, especially how to be prudent in investment and spending. I should say, James F. always, they learn and take lesson, they take notes. They copy and they study. Not to that possible with the copy, not the study.
I tell you.
James, welcome.
Yes, good evening. Patrick, and good evening, viewers.
So James Kodea will be shortly. We'll bring with the headlines in the review segment shortly. But first, let me take you through the travel updates. For you, where they travel to Mara, which is Wednesday, or they pick up or drop off a passenger at the airports from or at the airport. So that will bring you up to speed. Let's start at 1:30 in the morning, Royal Air Maroc flight 8563/4, go left Freetown International Airport, it reach Casablanca, Morocco at 4:40 in the morning with final arrival at 5:40, that now 1 hour later. At 5 o'clock in the morning, Askai Airlines flight KP023, go left Banjul, the Gambia, stop na Freetown International Airport, 8:05 in the morning. Accra, Ghana, and finally reach Lomé, Togo, 8:45 in the morning. At 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Askai Airlines flight KP042 go take off from Lomé, Togo, stop na Freetown International Airport at 3:55 in the afternoon and reach Banjul, the Gambia, 4:35 in the afternoon. At 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Askai Airlines flight KP040 go left Lomé, Togo, head to Accra, Ghana, and Freetown International Airport. At 1:30 in the afternoon, Brussels Airlines flight SN243 go take off from Freetown International Airport and make stop na Monrovia, Liberia, and land in Brussels at 7:55 in the evening. At 2:30 in the afternoon, Kenya Airways flight KQ510/11 will left Nairobi, Kenya, stop na Accra, Ghana at 5:30 in the evening and reach Freetown International Airport 1 hour later, that na 6:30. The flight will go back Accra, Ghana and Nairobi, Kenya. At 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Air Senegal flight HC213/4 will left Dakar, Senegal, it reached Banjul, the Gambia at 6:55 in the evening. It continued to Freetown International Airport here in Salone at 7:50 in the evening. Finally, at 8 o'clock in the 8 o'clock Nanet, Air Peace flight P47760/1 go left Freetown International Airport for Lagos. It reached 11 o'clock Nanet with final arrival 40 minutes later. This now you travel updates for Wednesday, we're at tomorrow, and we wish you safe travel. French people, they say bon voyage. I got my friend today, one show you say service to friends, say bon voyage. We will go to the airport, we will go for one big word. We see, I say, hey, one block we say service speak, they say bon voyage. Bon voyage. Bon voyage. We see the French word, bon voyage. Why don't you write it in English? We have English speaking country.
Say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
Enjoy
put bon voyage.
Bon voyage. Yeah.
Lots of French country this. We not put it in English. We not Anglophone country. We not a Francophone speaking country. So we not put it in English. Say goodbye. Not say bon voyage. We get things confused and wrong most times in what we do.
Sometimes we want to imitate too much with it happening.
All right, James Kamamane will bring you up to speed with some of the news stories.
Yes, and so we get on the screen now, we get this type of press release or a notice from the University of Sierra Leone, who say it is a legally transitioning student. Now that it is say here on this notice, here we see that it is signed by Brahma Bar Deputy Registrar. You see here, now they talk to students, them way they transition from one level, a university, to another level. It's meaning perhaps they come out from diploma, they transition to degree, or they come out from degree, they go to degree way, possibly can be, say, LLB. Can be an LLB. And so therefore, they say this, sometimes the transition it can be illegal. So this is what they are saying. Now, say this is to reiterate our advice to all students transitioning from certificate or diploma to various degree programs or from one bachelor's program to another, especially LLB. I'm just telling about law. So to ensure that they are on good standing, both in terms of full payment of fees and successful completion of the previous course. You know, we may now say if you come out from one level to another, like from certificate to diploma, you don't forget one, you don't forget trailer. It means you don't forget references. Or you don't forget debt. If you don't pay all your bills before you go to another level. Or you come out from a degree, you want to go back to another degree like LLB. If you make sure say no trailer, no day. Or you don't get debt. It's another one. So
I want on Omonga Day. Well, can trust to me back.
I'll tell you. So this is an advice. So they discover as an illegal transitioning. Now I say illegal students who ignore our advice and placed themselves into various programs without having successfully completed their previous course will have all the grades obtained in the programs into which they were not officially admitted cancelled. So always you don't go suffer for if you come out from one class where you not done fine one, you go to another one, you don't go suffer, you don't do it, or you grade like you get A, all the A's in the world. Now they are saying they go cancel them. So it means they make your efforts not go for nothing. Now it continues. The current students intending to transition are forewarned to desist from any attempts to illegally transition into any courses without having fully completed their previous course, that is, passed all mandatory modules, and fully paid their fees. The fullest cooperation of those concerned is strongly requested. So that's not the word. They say the words were wise.
It's service success.
It's service successful. So,
not quite sufficient.
No, not quite sufficient.
It's service success.
So that's our advice for you. So not kick from one class. You have to complete the course, not get trailer, not get reference, and not get debts, because Omonga know they go to another level. So that's not for the educational level, and that comes out from the University of Sierra Leone.
And this largely don't affect IPAM.
Yeah.
It's a common phenomenon among students in IPAM.
Mm-hmm.
We see, in fact, often, year in, year out, students for graduate.
Yeah.
They get held up.
Yes.
Or someone they even graduate, but you not get nothing, not get transcript or whatever for show. If I thought he applied for a job somewhere and they require them transcripts and the whatever documents from the university for sure. It's a system where, according to reports from the students themselves, now somebody they come out from year 1 with reference, you know, even no self say get reference.
No self say get, yeah.
If they go up to year 3, you know, even still no say it gets certain number of references or reference at all, and then they continue for go. So at the end, we go to reach finally a term way for graduates. You don't do all waiting for do, and tell you say you be get reference in year 1 or year 2.
Yeah.
So meaning there's a proper tracking system within IPAM, the IPAM administration. I just believe and hope say the current Deputy Vice Chancellor, we don't take the Professor Lako, go rather try now for fix the system, because he as well as any other people don't take very long time in IPAM. Maybe don't get the willpower for control and manage the system. But now you don't get the willpower. So it is the hope and expectation now that probably within wealth of experience and stay, IPAM, well, can fix that broken system where they exist for years now.
We look forward to that. I want for CC get a very structured university on that. Actually, so now we go to politics. This one comes from the office of the Chief Minister, Republic of Sierra Leone, we Dr. David Moinina Senge. This is the address to Mr. Mohamed A.S. Mustafa, we the SFPP chairman, constituency 015, Lower Bambara Chiefdom. Now he's saying, dear chairman, support for the building and completion of SFPP party office in Tongo Field, Lower Bambara Chiefdom. Yes, I acknowledge with gratitude the receipt of your letter dated 17 October 2025, requesting support towards the construction and completion of SFPP party office in Tongo Lower Field. So it means the Chief Minister is asking, is requesting for support for Sihalinki build SFPP party office na Tongo Field. What do you think?
This is complex, eh?
Yes.
This is it a letter? It is a letter. This letter more or less it's some mixed. Hybrid. It's a hybrid letter. You get governance inside, they get party politics inside. This shouldn't be addressed rather in his capacity.
Indeed.
Look at what is that? State House.
State House, yes.
This rather for don't come from the party secretariat. And not from State House.
Yes, not him
so
directly.
This is more or less what in English will say an abrogation
of responsibility.
Yeah. So this response more or less either don't come from the Secretary General of the SLPP or the Chairman of the SLPP.
Yes, indeed.
Him as
him making that kind of request, asking for assistance.
Not even the request is not whether it's coming from him or what have you. It's not supposed to come under the name of State House.
State House, yes.
It will come under the name of the SLPP.
SLPP
and
itself.
Not State House more or less.
Yes.
So sometimes we confuse governance for party politics, and this is clearly an indication of that. The idea, whatever it is, might be fine, sweet, succulent, or nice.
Indeed.
But it is the confusion.
You're confusing.
Misplacement of we need for put away to the priorities, misplaced priorities.
Yes.
So you remember Dr. Senge, now the current constitutional review chairman of the SLPP, we more or less a temporary position where they can shift from at any point in time to another person, not to an elected post within the party. So that is another aspect as well. So you begin to wonder, should it be coming from him, or should this be coming from the party's chairman or the Secretary General?
You know, now they get a very new executive. We have to say that we are vibrant enough to take up such responsibility instead of him doing it as you would establish your own position as a constitutional chairman of the party. Him requesting and addressing this letter to the SFPP chairman of constituency 1.
Maybe make Dr. Sylvia Blyden and one or two other people on the term as magu or
I tell you.
So,
yes, so
it's kind of this kind of situation where actually they lead somebody for describe you in such situation.
Yeah.
Maybe not consulting the right people for consult before ever you do this.
Before you put out this kind of letter.
Yes, and not knowing who's your position where you did as compared to where you are as a governance officer.
Indeed. And you using the coat of arms and using the office of the Chief Minister, State House. That's I would think say it's you are mixing politics, party politics and state politics. We have to say that for
I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised if we see some exchanges, especially from members of the opposition. You remember quite recently, in the main opposition leader in the parliament, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, they may don't get some exchanges over similar situations.
Responsibilities,
not knowing waiting if or do where they go miscalculate or misplace certain things for something else. So I will not be surprised as well if we see same happen.
And indeed. So we just bring this letter account to you, Fambul, for make yourself see waiting it can happen, Salon, you know. As we say, as you would explain just now, we see waiting. This is coming from the office of the Chief Minister using State House. So outside the letter come out and they address some to party and to a party people and party steward. We feel say it really know me for don't do that. At least if you don't
say no, we end up seeing back now AI generated.
I tell you. Well, with that signature and coat of arms and everything. Well,
signature can be transferred electronically.
Yeah, sure.
Can be forged and other things.
We do it with another defense with them too. I guess from being a lover of football, especially salon football, and you like for watch Premier League. The new Premier League fixture or the new Premier League dates when it first starts don't come out. According to the new chairman now, the new chairman that are signed at the Premier League. Now it's a Tuesday, 28 October 2025. Say for immediate release. Say Lyon Rock Premier League board set date for 2025-2026 fixtures draw. Say Lyon Rock Premier League board is delighted to announce that the official fixture draw for the much anticipated 2025-2026 Lyon Rock Premier League season will be held on Thursday, 30th October 2025 at the Slafa Secretariat, King Tom, Freetown. So the draw for various teams for go into the Premier League, they will start. It will be on Thursday when they come. The 30th of October.
I think they started this process, this particular aspect, in the last Premier League season, the Europe Premier League season. They do the draw electronically.
Yeah.
Also, Yana person not to get any hand into it.
And
they come and do the draw electronically. Everybody they see at the dashboard how the fixtures supposed to roll throughout the season. Except otherwise as force majeure, then call them into sports force majeure in law. Beyond human control, those situations, then they came for adjust and do a rescheduling of certain fixtures. But this is probably the second time that they do some electronic draw into the Premier League, the Europe Premier League. I remember this is the third time in a row, the Lyon Rock they sponsor the Salon Premier League. So and they gear up. Remember, they don't produce a good number of quality national team players, and they don't send, they don't export players as well from the league to some other leagues across Europe and other parts of the world.
So here you see they invite all. I say all 18 Premier League clubs are requested to send an official representative to attend the live fixture draw. The media is warmly invited to cover the event as part of the ongoing commitment by SLAFA and the Premier League Board to openness, professionalism, and engagement with football stakeholders under the leadership of President Babadi Kamara. The Lyon Premier League Board looks forward to ushering in an exciting, competitive, and coordinated new season that reflects the continued growth and modernization of Sierra Leone's top flight football. So we are invited as a media house, so all 18 teams need for sending representative. As we just explained, it started last year, this electronics draw, so we go for continue this year. The one for see we are in where that the head of a football team or a football club or a representative will go and see how he can be part of
You know,
this.
in another year, let's say, a month they don't so, October they don't so.
Well, he won't amount to my count.
Register. Why is the date?
Yes.
Under this and then check
so
up.
So it just next tomorrow, Thursday.
No,
so
Friday.
No, next tomorrow, Thursday.
October is about 31.
31 days.
Yes.
And so Friday, month done. No, but for this one, it's Thursday, next tomorrow. So then we'll go for 10. So
if you're a football loving fan and part of the football family, not say you not been you not been there. They don't invite you. Go join the live electronic draw this Thursday. Now SLFA. You say now almost o'clock again.
It's 2 p.m.
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
2 o'clock.
That'll be about 1 hour before today's show starts here. So we'll be following. We'll keep an eye on that.
Indeed.
And report that to you accordingly.
So again, we'll go to the last piece for today. We now the same. We'll go back again to SFPP. Now this time around, this is a statement where they say statement by Engineer Francis Alpha Kalon, leader of the Sierra Leone People's Party National Young Generation Council. This letter, we'll read part of them and explain them to you now. It says, fellow Sierra Leoneans and especially the vibrant youth of our nation, it is with a profound sense of urgency and a heavy heart that I address you today on a matter threatening the very fabric of our society. The widespread abuse and trafficking of the deadly synthetic substance known as kush. This is not a distant issue. It is a crisis unfolding in our communities, consuming our brothers, sisters, friends, and the future of our beloved country. As leader of the SLPP National Young Generation Council, I cannot and will not stand by while a generation of promise is stolen by this poison. To the young people caught in a grip of an addiction, I speak to you from a place of compassion and conviction. We see you. We hear the silent cry for you. Muffled by addiction, we recognize the vast potential clouded by chemical dependence. Your life is valuable. Your dreams matters. The fleeting escape Kush offers is a lie. A path to broken health, fractured families, and stolen futures. You are not alone. As a party and as a nation, we are reaching out, not to judge, but to rescue. Under the leadership of His Excellency, President Julius Maada Bio, efforts are being intensified to strengthen healthcare system and support network to help you recover. Choose life. Choose your future. Seek help now. So I guess the letter is so wordy, and this is an admonition to the youth out there. We feel say the best way we can enjoy life na kush. If you not take kush, you not freak, you not high, you not enjoy it. So this letter is coming from a youth leader of the SLPP, where they admonish call for choose life and for be ambitious in life rather than taking drugs where will damage you and where they damage you now or where don't already damage you. So the one they will not take it, the one they will think for take them, the one they will want for take them, or the one they will really take them now. This letter is coming for you, and this message is for you. Choose life. Avoid drugs, especially the one way they taken away na kush. Now different ones that they come out now. There is another one don't come out. They call Angara. We don't know other one. They don't. I feel like again. We don't know whether this thing for Gaga the body now. Or we know whether they go for die the body. We don't know. So there, this kush, they don't pass the mark. We see people don't know how they write letter now with this flamboyant wording that they give you now. It means it's really now the awareness don't they, and the denying syndrome don't they go down. And people now they accept, say it is real, and so it's calling upon you, where they take them, you are about to take them, or you already done damage. There is still hope for you. Not lose hope. See how you can find help, make them help you for recover, for rehabilitate yourself again, and see how you can move away from drugs. Because drugs, you yourself don't see and say, it's not mean good for you. If not a good drugs, enough for the kill person, enough for the kill the company who don't die, enough for the kill other people there, or enough for even left marked by you and so foot, all are disease them. If not, something way good. So it's not something way bad. It's not about you being high. There's other way we can enjoy, we can feel high, not to pass you take push. So you got to be conscious. No, we'll go talk about it later.
Anyway, so
Yes.
you see, Engineer Francis Kalonde say here that this not a political call.
Yeah.
Nah,
Generational
a generational stand. And
We will not be silent.
they're not going to be silent. So, you know, this thing don't take a turn, a U-turn, a different turn more or less. And then now the security forces, and say then they're on a three-day crackdown.
Crackdown, yeah. Serious crusade.
But if you embark on such crackdown, you don't announce it.
Yeah, well,
Because if you announce them,
you got people that will go to conceal themselves.
you want them we actually now the pushers, the dealers,
Yeah.
then they go silo.
Yeah, go silence.
During that period, they want to announce say, the 3 days and say that started yesterday.
Yeah.
And then they will go for run until tomorrow.
Yeah.
So far. And then after which we don't know if that's something we don't get for continue for sustain. We don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe the much needed resources not there or not for day for continue that one day.
Yeah.
But security wise, me, if I have to go catch somebody, I don't need to announce to you say I can.
No. You make the possible
I
one
don't
already.
need for alarm siren say I can.
Yeah.
The person first of all, either they run left that area day
Yeah.
or whatever it be they do, he get it himself.
Okay.
He puts himself in order. So more or less, it's that kind of stuff where they don't see now already. So except maybe somebody who is stupid enough,
Yeah.
now you go one for continue for dealing the same thing when they come after and for
Yeah.
say then they come last sell quick one let this thing done man.
Indeed.
And there's several ways for conceal those things.
Yeah.
Several ways for conceal them. And now the political call is rife. Yeah, they come up from the leader of the young generation wing of the SLPP, the governing party. This is a call we don't come out from a good number of other people over this short period about the dangers where Kush don't wreak already, the havoc where Kush don't wreak on the society at large, and particularly the young folks, the young generation, where this thing don't affect largely woman them, man them, young one them, across the board. There's hardly any village where this don't spare. So somebody be jokingly tell me, say, you know, see Jamba ever kill person the way Kush they kill
No.
people. So
Jamba, when you see people, they may arrest for Jamba, but not me see how much Jamba don't kill or damage people, you know?
in fact, in some other countries, even though Jamba, they're part of the prohibited drugs and salon,
Yeah.
the prohibited substances and salon,
yeah.
other countries, they use Jamba
As medicine.
as medicine.
The medicinal, yeah.
It is medicinal.
Yeah.
They drink them, they smoke them, and they do other things.
Yeah.
But salon, even in the US,
Yeah.
even in the US, they use them. Even though some states in America, like the United States, then prohibit them. But some of the other states, they use them for medicinal purposes. It's legal with them. But that means Jamba no they kill. It is medicinal. Unlike Kush now, in fact, not all the leaf now they can. It is a chemical. The chemical now that they bring in, they make them synthetic. So it means that man-made.
Yeah.
And get some kind of flavor and the other things. In fact, according to some analysis we would hear from some people, they would study show and say, in fact, that then chemical and they they kill the people them now. Because originally when Kush been start, when I be the leaf where they say they come from Afghanistan and those stand countries, and say then leaf then they more or less be mild. So it make them turn into zombies and they sleep. But it not be the make them they get the kind of injury where they get so now, the big sword where they get, and the death rates we don't high so now, it not be they lead them to that level. So now new analysis now they go say the Kush pandemic not even equal to the Ebola pandemic. Even literally in that kind of analysis, because Ebola, if I touch money for example, are prone for be contact for be likelihood forget Ebola, contaminated, and then eventually die out of Ebola. Unlike Kush, I may go choose for take. Yes, so you get a choice for make whether for take drug or an abuse substance or for live a healthy life. You will not take it. We don't begin to take it. In fact, it is a very difficult thing for life. Because the moment somebody attempts, I don't ever see person we don't ever try. You don't taste them. We don't go back.
Yes, and the system not to one term, the Kush they get into a system. You need to take several and draw. Like if you take one, when you don't feel high, you go for take another.
If I know they make them feel high, they make rather instead of making them feel high, they make everything about them drop.
Become motionless.
They become motionless. Zombie,
it's like zombie, motionless. So you become motionless, you know, and that's after you don't become motionless. Later, when you don't gain yourself, they go back again for another one.
Yes,
this is how it works.
So the best thing for do, not ever go in for them, not ever take any substance or any drug. That is the danger about drug or any substance. The moment when you start, I like the trailer of Boys say, woman and people are very emotional.
Yes.
They say if you taste, we enjoy them, it come back. That is the reality about substance or drugs. Anything bad, anything dangerous, way bad. As you test them, so easy start them. It suits you, now so you get the urge for continue for take them.
Indeed.
And the best thing for do, not try them, not start.
Not start them at all. Just avoid, abstain. You know, to make you abstain because it brings you a better future. It makes you a better person, a better man or a better woman, a better person in community. You know, you look at you come people in all go school. You look older than that person in all go school. Then you begin to point finger and say, look, me come to all go school. So, but how you feel? When you see you come in, you live a decent life, you know, put on drugs, you look fresh, you look attractive past you. You know they feel good. And think again about where you take them, how your parents then they feel. If you really get love for your mama, your papa, or you people that we don't spend per your way,
say you
feel say, no, don't think about your parents in first way. When you think say, and if I become a better person tomorrow, and then you see the parents they look at you, how you the one that your parents they feel? Imagine say you self na parents, they don't give you joy, you don't spend per your picking. If you expect it to become a better person, then all of a sudden you become a drug addict. Either you don't all pass your parents enough, they look you mama, they look you papa, you all pass them. So what are the benefits?
And the other danger about this whole thing about substance abuse, especially now with the kush, that the fact say somebody go see in pairs, where all be they live common life, go do one, and then it don't go into them and don't move out or it don't go out of shape, out of order, and then eventually when it come across that impair the way they do, we still continue for do well in society. It go see and they do very well, they admire them, it go even beg them for support and help. It will get that help, then we'll get that help there. It's still not there for go back.
No.
It's still there for I make some people so are there one or two people they say in fact kush it's like you get devil.
If people get devil. It seems it's demonic, eh?
Yes.
It seems demonic.
It's like you get devil.
Yes, it seems
because once you don't grip you, once you don't gather you, for it's on bona toto. I don't see people more or less that they don't take them go to church for deliverance. They don't even keep them at church as well. More or less, I would consider that for be prisoners. They don't hold them as prisoners. They don't pray for them, do fasting, and all the necessary things they're supposed to do for them. Yet, they don't go through all forms of rehabilitation process. Yet, when they come back out into the society, then they go back into the old stuff.
Into them again. But another serious issue where they go.
So I make people that they feel say, this thing has a devil. It get devil inside.
It's demonic. I don't feel say it's just normal. How somebody could go take all that substance like formalin, in diamabone, mix some green and put some pankush for make you smoke. It's demonic, you know. How some children for diamond lifeless person, they go give for smoke. You become emotionless. So it's serious. You know, those substances where they add into the kush itself, it's another serious problem, you know. And so I think as the government they do now, they put them foot down for CCA, they stamp this menace in the society. Really, really good. And also we need community sensitization, community mobilization.
But again, because the original aspect one of them is that is sincerity and honesty.
Yeah.
If you actually sincere about this cause, you know, say you sabi somebody with the dealing them. Then why not therefore expose the person so that you will help for reduce the circulation or whatever, what have you?
So that's making for community sensitization, community mobilization. Come together as a community. You and a man, you and a chairman, you and a councillor, you and a member of parliament. Call your community together. You know the chief. Call your community. See how we can mobilize and fish out these people, because the moment they expose them, the more you save society, you save the people within your community. But when I decide for the hide them because of the benefits from them financially, because these guys are not stingy.
Some man afraid, they're afraid. Not of us say.
Yeah, some are afraid, but these guys they give away the selling and they are not stingy. They make sure say that they aren't free. So the more you want to go talk, the more you are tight lips. So you know they will talk because they give money. So these are some of the fear way that they get in our society. I know say Mr. X they sell them, but if I go talk, they get nobody will come attack me. Or Mr. X they shave money every weekend. I need to benefit from that money. It's another thing. So it's very serious. So the community people again, they need for help in this fight. In as much as we call on government get the bigger part for play. We, CSF as community people, we need for come together. We know them. You must see your neighbor they sell kush. You must know say this at works they sell. If you see about the fast ship for Canada compound it too much, ask what they happen. You must know. You go see some body they get all day and then that area there. Something they go on with them like investigate. That makes you a community watchman. You know, call police, not identify yourself. Call the attention of the police. Show the outside and there. By so doing, you expose the person and you save society, you save life. And even maybe, if not you picking self, maybe you fumble picking, you save them. But
again,
if tight lips, it's a problem.
You as security personnel, with call out the people already into this for let when I take action. No, if you be the connive with them people and this is the same way you need for realize say one day you go for them back on foot. Because if it not affect you directly, you will get one or two people that will be very close to you where the boarding will come for the foot for just chicken change. Yes. Maybe you would collect from them, push at them day. Yes. Where the problem will come into you tomorrow. It will way past the amount we they even receive at that point.
Yes. You can spend a lot of money. Yes. They will come into you as farm will say, you know, so that you will know well, we need money for contribute for make we send our hospital. That money we they spend, it's more than waiting. Then go forgive you where you know see this person they sell kush. So why you not report the person early? So report the person early.
So connivance is a major problem as well. So people, especially with allegations now where they go say people of the law, they actually connive with certain community, certain people where they push the drugs for cover them up or do one or two things more or less, but then they add to the already existing problem. And until and unless we nip that on the board, and we enforce the law to the latter, then we'll be able to address this problem. If not once and for all, but a major step to addressing the problem.
Yes, a good day. So we'll get a lot for do. So, but I just want to give you a tip again for waiting to come tomorrow. We get a very interesting news. We can come tomorrow. We will go for look into. We'll be in the report they come to you. But make I just whet your appetite that we sister them, the sex workers them. Now they may get a conference with them may hold with advocate in Kenema. They may tell the advocates say they demand for dignity, protection, and justice. So now they call for. So we don't know what they mean by that. So we will go for dig deep into what they mean by dignity, protection, and justice. Are they treated unjustly? We don't know that they treated unjustly. How they want protection. We want to know how they want protection, you know, and also how they want dignity. Yes, there are women, they deserve dignity, they deserve respect. Indeed, all women deserve respect. Whatsoever be the profession, you deserve respect. But we will go for dig deep into them. That will be another interesting topic we will discuss tomorrow when they come. And we will come to it today.
What are the category of people, sir?
Well, we don't know yet. We'll come with the details tomorrow.
Sex workers?
Yeah, the sex workers.
Oh, okay.
Yes, these are the people where they demand for protection, dignity, and also justice. So we want to dig deep into these things. Witness of the things that they suffer. You know, they don't come out and play and talk. They say for be involved in our society. They want to be recognized in society. But I don't know whether they don't come across anyone, but we don't know.
Well, the salon first of all, not to a society where we recognize commercial sex trade. So it's a trade where the law in this country not even they tolerate. So I will pretend it's ever they exist as salon. At least for the fact that the law not even permits any kind of trade and they. So I will continue for pretend say that kind of business they know they operate.
Well, if you don't permit that kind of trade,
if I read the testimony from them,
well, if you don't permit them, but they are still all over.
Yeah, all over.
If you're a young man, you work on a net and you go club, you go side, you must see them. So if it's not permitted, but they are all over, and what is the authorities that we necessary for do the necessary things they do. So they are allowed in them. But now we see organizations and now they get start discussion now with them, ask them what they demand, what they want, especially the other protection and dignity what they want, and want justice. But last Friday more, now we're going to talk about the justice.
What's the experience with them?
I have a get experience actually with them.
Okay. All right.
So, but we go on for see how we get them. Well, in the subsequent program, we go bring detailed count now. You know, so they bring into now things are very interesting. And when at the news, we get the news, and these are things we very particular. These are our sisters them, and I guess you the watch.
But you know, say man and self.
Yes, they call them. No, Koton could say the Kogo Manko.
Manko. Yeah, Manko.
Yes, the Manko them and the sex workers them. We will discuss them lengthily.
You know, the Manko then the Misabi.
Okay, Manko there. We'll see. We'll make you one of the panelists then for see how came for ask you questions. So thank you so much for listening to me and for you the watch. We'll bring the headline if we can't to the meaning. James Kamamane.
Thank you, James. It's nice having you here always. We'll go return tomorrow for the midweek edition of the Today Show. Thank you to the production team for putting the show together, and thank you to guest earlier, Abu Kamara from Nant Energy Project. Thank you also to you. We always take time for follow we on channel 37 and always social media handles on Slick TV, Facebook page, YouTube, website, as well as with TikTok handle. Until tomorrow, thank you to you all. Stay out of problem, stay out of drugs, stay safe. Patrick Salia here, say good evening. Every second that the society they make headline and they issue them, can up now we aid. If